Alone thou wanderest through space, profound one with the hidden face. Thou art poverty's great rose, the eternal metamorphose of gold into the light of sun. Thou art the mystic homeless one, into the world thou never came, too mighty thou, too great to name. Voice of the storm, song that the wild wind sings, thou harp that shatters those who play thy strings. A watcher of thy spaces make me a listener at thy stone. Give to me vision and then wake me upon thy oceans all alone. Thy rivers' courses let me follow, where they leap the crags in their flight, and where at dusk in caverns hollow they croon to music of the night. Send me far into thy barren land, where the snow clouds the wild wind drives, where monasteries like grey shrouds stand, august symbols of unlived lives. There pilgrims climb slowly one by one, and behind them a blind man goes. With him I will walk till day is done, up the pathway that no one knows. End of the Book of Poverty and Death. End of Rainer Maria Rilke, Poems by Rainer Maria Rilke. Translated by Jessie Lemont, 1862 to 1947. In the deep nights I dig for you, O treasure. To seek you over the wide world I roam, for all abundance is but meagre measure of your bright beauty which is yet to come. Over the road to you the leaves are blowing, few follow it, the way is long and steep. You dwell in solitude, oh, does your glowing heart in some far-off valley lie asleep? My bloody hands, with digging bruised, I've lifted, spread like a tree I stretch them in the air, to find you before day to night has drifted. I reach out into space to seek you there. Then, as though with a swift impatient gesture, flashing from distant stars on sweeping wing, you come, and over earth a magic vesture steals gently as the rain falls in the spring. In a house was one who arose from the feast and went forth to wander in distant lands, because there was somewhere far off in the east a spot which he sought where a great church stands. And ever his children, when breaking their bread, thought of him and rose up and blessed him as dead. In another house was the one who had died, who still sat at table and drank from the glass, and ever within the walls did abide. For out of the house he could no more pass, and his children set forth to seek for the spot where stands the great church which he forgot. Extinguish my eyes, I still can see you. Close my ears, I can hear your footsteps fall. And without feet I still can follow you, and without voice I still can to you call. Break off my arms, and I can embrace you, enfold you with my heart as with a hand. Hold my heart, my brain will take fire of you as flax ignites from a lit firebrand, and flame will sweep in a swift rushing flood through all the singing currents of my blood. I live my life in circles that grow wide and endlessly unroll. I may not reach the last, but on I glide, strong-pinioned toward my goal. About the old tower, dark against the sky, the beat of my wings hums. I circle about God, sweep far and high on through millenniums. Am I a bird that skims the clouds along, or am I a wild storm, or a great song? Many have painted her, but there was one who drew his radiant colours from the sun. Mysteriously glowing through a background dim, when he was suffering she came to him, and all the heavy pain within his heart rose in his hands and stole into his art. His canvas is the beautiful bright veil through which her sorrow shines. There, where the frail texture o'er her sad lips is closely drawn, a trembling smile softly begins to dawn. Though angels with 7 candles light the place, you cannot read the secret of her face. In cassocks clad I have had many brothers in southern cloisters where the laurel grows. They paint Madonnas like fair human mothers, and I dream of young Titians and of others in which the god with shining radiance glows. But though my vigil constantly I keep, my God is dark, like woven texture flowing, 100 drinking roots all intertwined. I only know that from his warmth I'm growing. More I know not. My roots lie hidden deep, my branches only are swayed by the wind. Thou anxious one, and dost thou then not hear against thee all my surging senses sing? About thy face in circles drawing near, my thought floats like a fluttering white wing. Dost thou not see before thee stands my soul, in silence wrapt my springtime's prayer to pray? But when thy glance rests on me, then my whole being quickens and blooms like trees in May. When thou art dreaming, then I am thy dream, but when thou art awake, I am thy will, potent with splendor, radiant and sublime, expanding like far space, starlit and still, into the distant mystic realm of time. I love my life's dark hours, in which my senses quicken and grow deep, while as from faint incense of faded flowers or letters old I magically steep myself in days gone by. Again I give myself unto the past, again I live. Out of my dark hours wisdom dawns apace, infinite life unrolls its boundless space. Then I am shaken as a sweeping storm shakes a ripe tree that grows above a grave, round whose cold clay the roots twine fast and warm. And youth's fair visions that glowed bright and brave, dreams that were closely cherished and for long, are lost once more in sadness and in song. By day thou art the legend and the dream that like a whisper floats about all men, the deep and brooding stillnesses which seem, after the hour has struck, to close again. And when the day with drowsy gesture bends and sinks to sleep beneath the evening skies, as from each roof a tower of smoke ascends, so does thy realm, my God, around me rise. All those who seek thee tempt thee, and those who find would bind thee to gesture and to form. But I would comprehend thee as the wide earth unfolds thee. Thou growest with my maturity, thou art in calm and storm. I ask of thee no vanity to evidence and prove thee, thou wert in eons old. Perform no miracles for me, but justify thy laws to me, which as the years pass by me, all soundlessly unfold. Archaic torso of Apollo. We cannot fathom his mysterious head. Through the veiled eyes no flickering ray is sent, but from his torso gleaming light is shed as from a candelabrum. Inward bent his glance there glows and lingers. Otherwise the round breast would not blind you with its grace, nor could the soft curved circle of the thighs steal to the arc whence issues a new race. Nor could this stark and stunted stone display vibrance beneath the shoulder's heavy bar, nor shine like fur upon a beast of prey, nor break forth from its lines like a great star. There is no spot that does not bind you fast and transport you back to a far past.